Good day to you all. I'm creating this video for us to know how to be using the group application that I'll be sending to you or that you might have already received. Please let's strictly follow the instructions I'm going to give in this video. Thank you. Firstly, let us know that we'll be needing some resources to be able to make our earnings. And the resources are, we need Firefox. This Firefox here. Firefox. We need Firefox browser. That's my Firefox. We need VPN, a VPN. So I use Proton VPN and I recommend it for you all. Proton VPN. This is its VPN. Proton VPN. So I recommend it for you all. So what we need to do now first is, if you don't have the Firefox browser, just go to your Play Store, download Firefox. Also, to download the Proton VPN, go to your Play Store, write Proton VPN. Proton VPN. So I've already downloaded it, so you download and install. So after I download and install, the next thing now is to set our Firefox browser in a way that Google will not be able to track any click that you might be making from another country when using our VPN. So in order to do that, click on the Firefox browser you just downloaded. We need to do some settings on the Firefox browser. Click here, go to settings, go to privacy, then here click on do not track. That is, Firefox will test all the sites that you visit through this browser that you don't want them to track, don't want anybody to track anything that you browse. So after that, go to tracking protection, click enable, go to cookies, disable cookies. So that's all. You come back again, then on the address bar you type about, just like this. I'm doing it, config, about config. So just like this, click search for it. Then after it open this page, click on search, write peer. Then under peer, just scroll down here. Under this media per connection DTMF enabled, you reset it on your browser that just downloaded. Here will be true. This will be true here. We reset it to false. This one also, media per connection enabled, we set it to false also. It should be false. Then scroll down. There's one more settings we need to do here. One more settings we need to do, I think. Coming. Yes, it's this one. Media per connection identity enabled. You also change it to false. After that, you are done with your settings. So that's all. We've now set our browser. Now, first thing you need to do, you need to make your Nigeria click. Making your Nigeria click, you don't need to open VPN. You don't need, just make it that since you are not clicking on your own ads. So just go to the application that I'm going to send you. This is my own application. So is this ad that you are going to receive or you might have received? So click on it. After you click on the application, as you can see, The application includes all the names of the members that are on the group. You will find your name here. You will find your name here. I'm number 1 here. So what you need to do now is, as number 1 that I am now, I will enter my number here, number 1, then click submit. Click submit. Yes, it takes me to this page. So as you can see now, it's bringing some advertisements. Yes, it's bringing some advertisements. Just wait for it to load. Wait for it to load. It depends on how active your internet connection is. Just wait for it to load. It's still loading. I haven't pressed anything yet. Don't be bothered by anything, any information that it brings. Yes, it has loaded, finished. You now start to be cancelling it by yourself now by pressing back button on your phone. I'm cancelling it one by one. As I'm doing so now, I'm creating an impression for this person. I'm cancelling it. We need to create 100 impressions from each country for each person before we make any clip from the country. Like now, I'm clicking from Nigeria and I'm making impression for this person. I'm making impression for him. Is the number 2 here, which is Festus. So now, which means I've already made 10 impressions for Festus now. So what you need to do now is click on wash again to make another impression. So I'm clicking on wash. So that's how I'll be doing it until I reach 100 impressions for this person. I'm making the impression. I've made 20 impressions now. Wash again. Very simple. Allow it to load before starting to be cancelling the advertisements. All these ones now are interstitial ads. Please let us know that it's the way that you do it for others that others will also do for you. So we need to take it serious. So I'm cancelling it now. Let's help each other to make money. Google AdMob is very sure. So I've made 30 impressions now. You click again. Allow it to load. Starting finish loading. So start to be cancelling the banner ads, So click on wash again. That I made just 5. Click on wash again. This thing is very simple. Please let us be consistent with it to help us ourselves make money. And let me let you understand that if you strictly follow the instructions I'm giving in this video, there is no how each and every one of us will not be making $10 daily. Imagine $10 daily. If you calculate that in a month, that's $300. $300 in Nigeria nowadays is over 100,000. Imagine if you are making over 100,000 through these simple tricks every month. At the end of the whole year, you know how much you will realize. So continue. The network is bad. That's why the network is bad. That's why the ads are not loading as it's supposed to be. At least it's supposed to be 10. So just call me 1. That's no. So continue like this. Please don't be discouraged. It's because of my network here. If the network is good, it might have been faster than this. As I'm casting it now, it should be 10. So by now I should have reached like 90 if the network is good. So it's because of my network here that is slow, make it slower. So it's 62 now. So the most important is that let's make sure that we reach 100 wash for the person before we make our click. We need to reach 100 wash. I think the network is better now. It's going better now. It's going better now. 71. I've watched 71 for Festus now. The network is bad, that's why the ads are not loading as supposed to be. But for the purpose of this video, I make sure I watch 100 before I make my click. So 76 of watching. So just continue watching. If you don't watch 100 for the person you want to make a click for, it's very dangerous for the person's account, because the more impression the person gets, the more trust the person will get from Google. That make them believe that yes, it's a real click from a real person. So, but if you don't watch up to that for the person, Google may think that the person is the one really clicking from his own account. My network is bad. I should have through with this now, but just for us to understand more, network is bad. Just wait for it to load more. So I'm gonna cancel now. I've watched 90 now, as you can see. If the network, assuming the network is good, within 2-3 minutes, I should have done with this. 2-3, at most 2-3 minutes, I would have done with the watching of 100 advertisements. So I'm on 94 now. I don't know why this network is like this. 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. Now I've watched 100 ads for this person now. Now the next thing for me to do is to click on click. That's where you make your click. So you wait. The app will give you information that you wait for 3 seconds, but I will advise you wait for like 10 seconds. So just watch it like this for 10 seconds. 10 seconds. You should have reached 10 seconds now. After that, click on the banner. So it will take you directly to the browser you just downloaded. I supposed to give you an information about that. After you've downloaded your Firefox browser, go and make it as your default browser immediately. You can quickly go here. Immediately after you downloaded it, go and make it your default browser. You go to settings, scroll down, you see make default browser. Just do that immediately after you make all those settings on the browser. I should have done that earlier. So after you open the page, just browse anything you wish you can browse on the page for minimum of 5 minutes. For minimum of 5 minutes,